In life, we don't think the way we think. We think according to our S's, 5 S's. We think according to the social context. Our friends, they have the biggest impact on how we think. We think also according to the structure. You go to a supermarket and they have that there's the eggs and the bread in the back and the milk in the back of the supermarket to make sure that you pass all the things that you don't need but you want. In order to get to past those things, you'll be able to see them, you'll want to buy them. The state of mind, a person wakes up in a happy state of mind or a sad state of mind will affect how the person thinks throughout the day. Also the scenario where a person's in affects how a person thinks. So the S's have the impact on our state of mind and our thinking. And when we're able to manage the S's, we're able to manage the state of mind, we're able to manage how we think, and we are not able to think the way we think without managing these S's. We find in this week's parasha about the concept about living in the land of Israel, that it says in the pasuk, "V'yirashtem v'shavtem ba u'shmartem mikol mitzvot Hashem," that when you live in the land of Israel, it's considered like you are keeping 613 mitzvot. Rabbi Wolbe teaches in his book called the 7 mitzvot hashkulot, the 7 mitzvot that are the heavyweight mitzvot, that they are worth 613 mitzvot. There's 7 mitzvot that if you do those mitzvot, it's considered like you did 613. What are the 7 mitzvot? Keeping Shabbat, learning Torah, doing chesed, living in Eretz Israel, wearing tzitzit, not doing avodah zarah, doing these mitzvot, brit milah. These mitzvot are the mitzvot that are worth 613 mitzvot. And we learn out from a pasuk in this week's parasha. It's mahaloket, Rambam and Ramban. If living in Eretz Israel is a mitzvah from the Torah, is it a mitzvah only when you're living here as a nation? But there are many great benefits of just being in the land of Israel. Of every second that you're here, it's worth keeping 613 mitzvot. That's a crazy thing. That I mean to say that in a way you could have a person living in Israel, very simple Jew, and he has a greater olam haba than somebody who's a rabbi out of Israel. Why? Because every second he's here, even when he's sleeping. See, when a person's in America, he could be learning Torah, wearing tzitzit, those things are worth 613. Doing chesed, worth 613. But living in Israel, even when he's sleeping, he's getting 613 mitzvot every second he's here. Why is this such an important mitzvah? Because it's a mitzvah about space. A person, he behaves according to his environment. Your environment will affect you. It's been proven also that people are more productive outside of their home and office, in a cafe, when they're on a walk. And the environment is going to affect how we think. Changing around the setting in the house, in the office, having a phone not in your ability to access it will help you be able to have more focus. These are things that are proven scientifically. When we're able to manage our space, manage where we are, it will help us to manage our mindset. The Gemara talks about Rav Yohanan, that he sees people in Bavel, that they were very successful and they were able to live long lives, and he wants to understand how, if they didn't live in Eretz Israel, and it says in the pasuk that when you live in Eretz Israel, you could have a long life. And when he found that the reason is because they would come early to the Bet Midrash and leave late to Bet Midrash, that was what helped them in the people of Bavel. So we see that not only Eretz Israel has this power of structure and environment that affects how you think, also the Bet Midrash has the same type of kedusha of living in Eretz Israel. Rav Victor Miller talks about how in the bracha before Shema, we say that after we talk about the bracha of the Torah, we bless Hashem for the Torah. We also mention about how Hashem, we ask Him to bring us to the land of Israel. He says, what's the connection between the land of Israel and Torah learning? And he says that when you have to have a good, healthy tree, it's not just about the seed, it's also about where the tree is located. Learning Torah is like that seed, but the environment is being in the right place. So whether it's a Bet Midrash or an Eretz Israel, a person's ability to grow here is much, much greater. And that's why when we're asking for Torah, we're also asking for Hashem to bring us back to Eretz Israel, because that's where we could grow in Torah much greater. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, udvar Hashem Yerushalayim. The Torah comes out from Tzion. The Vilna Gaon says that at the end of the Amidah we say a special year Ratzon Hashem, please build the Beit HaMikdash, and then we say and put our portion in your Torah. When we have the Beit HaMikdash, we have Eretz Yisrael, we're supercharged Jews because we have the connection through space. Yaakov Avinu taught us this. He says, he taught us the psychology of space, that this place over here, this mountain of Har HaMoriah is a place where a person could get Yirat Shamayim from, a fear of heaven from. So if we are able to make sure that we are surrounded by the right people, the right community, the right environment, we might be able to think in the best possible ways.